Alright, so let's see today's questions for the chapter Biomolecules if you are preparing for competitive exams. These are good questions, you should practice them all, and you should try to solve the questions alongside with me. And if you want to take time, you can pause the video, solve the questions, and then you can start watching again. Alright, so the first question is, which of them is strictly not a macromolecule? Now the options here are, okay, let me change the color to blue. So the options here are polysaccharide. As you can see, the name itself is showing polysaccharide. So this is a macromolecule, not our answer, okay, because the question is not a macromolecule. Okay, now what about lipids? Yes. What about protein? No, this is also a macromolecule made up of amino acid. Nucleic acid, this is also a macromolecule made up of nucleotides. So the correct answer for this question is lipids, right? Have you got the answer correct? Let's move on to the next one. All right. What is correct about the following structures of protein? Okay, now there are two structures shown. One is X, one is Y. Okay, as you can see, now if you remember, primary structure of a protein is where all the amino acids are written like this. Secondary structure, when these amino acids form connections with each other and form secondary structures. Okay, now these secondary structures may be alpha helices or beta strand, right? And when a right, so as you can see, this is a alpha helical structure, so this is a secondary structure, and if you see from the options are either B or C because we have X as a secondary structure here, and we know that tertiary structure is where amino acids form these complicated structures, okay, and therefore the tertiary is represented by the structure Y. So the correct answer is C, where X is your secondary structure and Y is your tertiary structure. Now the next question is, what is correct about the first and last amino acids of protein, right? So this looks like a representation of protein, okay, where this is the first amino acid, okay, and this one is the last amino acid, okay. Now the proteins are polypeptides of amino acid, right? So let me explain like this. Okay, this can be A1, A2, A3 and so on, and A, right? And this is, let's say, 200. Okay. Now the first amino acid, okay, is like C, right? You have H, you have R, and then you have a CO. Now because there's a peptide bond formed, it is formed like this, and this is now this is R1 of first amino acid, this is R2, obviously this is like this, you have a peptide bond again, and then we have this is R3, and it goes on and on and on. Now at the end you will have what? You will have NH, right? C, O, O minus, obviously this will be R200, and this is H. Now if you see let me highlight this. Okay, now R1 is representing amino acid 1, R2 this, R3 this, and R200 this. Now if you see in this primary structure of protein, at the very first amino acid, the amino group is free, right? NH3 plus. And at the very end, the carboxylate group is free, which is the reason why the first amino acid is called N-terminal and last amino acid is called C-terminal, right? Okay. Now, so the first amino acid is called C-terminal. This is wrong. You have to find correct, okay, not incorrect. So always be cautious about what is the question asked, whether they want you to find the correct answer or whether they want you to find the incorrect answer. Okay, so the first amino acid is called C-terminal. No, this is not wrong. This is wrong. Last amino acid is called N-terminal. Wrong. Reverse of A and B is correct. Yes. Both A and B are correct. No. So the best answer here is C. Reverse of A and B is correct. Right? Okay. Now the next question is, what is R group of glycine? Now we have seen in the previous question and on Monday itself that this is amino group, this is carboxyl group. Okay. And this here is our R group for any amino acids. In case of glycine, this R group was only a hydrogen, right? So the correct answer is this one. Obviously, these are just to confuse you. Have you got this question right? Alright, let me know in the comment section. And let's move on to the next one. Right? Enzymes in humans are functional at temperature. Now 10 to 60 degree minus, okay. See, humans, what is our body temperature? 37 degrees Celsius, right? So the enzymes in humans should be functional at least at this temperature. And if you see, out of these, this doesn't fall in the range. This doesn't fall in the range. Now this does fall in the range, but this is way beyond which is acclimatized by humans. Okay, humans do not survive at these when their body temperature. Okay, now this is not climate. Okay, this is not climate. Okay, this is the body temperature, right? So the correct answer will be this much. This is wrong. So the common sense will tell you C is the best answer. All right. Now let me know in the comment. This is all for today. How many of you have got right? And we'll see you on Friday, right? With 5 more questions on the biomolecules. All right. Okay. See you in the next one. Stay safe. Have fun. Bye-bye.